Hello, my name is Allison, and in this next quick flow, we're going to really open up the body, reconnect with the breath, and maybe find a little bit more energy. If this is the middle of the day, or if this is the first thing that you're starting with, perfect, because it will really lend to the flexibility you'll need to move throughout your day. I hope you enjoy. So just begin by sitting down, really rooting into the tailbone, maybe scooping out that bottom flesh from underneath you and feeling the sit bones ground down into the mat. Hands can come to rest at the top of the thighs. And just gently close the eyes here. And if that's uncomfortable, you can take just a gentle gaze. But maybe with the eyes closed, just become aware of the body, the physical body, making it to the mat, feeling the tailbone, the sit bones meeting the mat, maybe the pinky edges of the feet, maybe the ankles, and then begin to notice the breath without any judgment. Just notice where the breath is entering into the body. And then together we'll inhale in through the nose and bring the breath into the belly, expanding it full, exhaling it all out. Inhaling in through the nose, expanding that belly, expanding the ribs laterally to the side. And then one more sip of air, inhale into the chest. Exhale, let it all go, loud sigh. One more breath together, inhaling in through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. Gently open up the eyes. And then we'll come into a tabletop position, rolling over the ankles, if that's comfortable for you, or just coming here, whatever way is best. Hands are flared underneath the shoulders, so really activating through the hands. And then the knees are underneath the hips, hip width apart. You can tuck the toes here or just leave the tops of the feet. Drop the belly, inhale, open up the chest, send the shoulders down towards the tailbone. Tailbone raises up towards the ceiling. Exhale, pressing into the mat, arching the spine, away from the mat, really letting the head and neck go here, cat pose. Inhale again, dropping the belly, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. And now drop the belly, bring the ribs over to the side, the right side, and then inhale, feel the arch in the spine articulating towards the ceiling or the sky, and then press the left side ribs out towards the left. Dropping the belly again. We're coming into this round circular motion with the rib cage. Making sure that you're not dropping in the low back too much. Keeping the core active. One more breath on this side, and then we'll rotate to the other side. Now going to the left for me. Inhaling as I send the spine towards the ceiling. Exhale as I drop the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe switch it up. Maybe hold for a moment. Take an inhale. And then exhale as you press up towards the ceiling. Inhale as you drop the belly. One more here. And then coming back to that neutral spine, we're just going to flip our wrists, sending the fingers towards the body, palms up towards the ceiling, one at a time. Flipping them one at a time, maybe giving them a little wiggle, just because sometimes we're doing a lot of computer work or even texting, and this really helps the wrist. And here we'll tuck the toes, inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, sending the hips up and back, downward dog. Keep the knees bent here if this is the first downward dog of the day for you or it's early in the morning. Otherwise, you can lengthen out through the legs into your downward dog. feeling into the body here, breathing. Pressing the hands into the mat. Eye of the elbow towards the thumbs. The upper arms are externally rotated, and the shoulders are coming down your back. We're sending the hips up towards the sky, tucking in the tailbone just slightly as we send energy down towards the heels. One more breath, activating the core, navel to spine. On your next inhale, look up at the thumbs. Slowly walk your feet up towards the hands. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, let the torso rest on the thighs. And then slowly come on up. Arms come out. Inhaling as you gaze at the fingertips. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Take the feet mat width apart. Inhale, arms come up. Lengthen out through the spine from the tail. We're like a 90-degree angle in the hip towards the torso. Now lengthening here, really reaching, tucking the tailbone, maybe bending the knees here, and then exhale, forward fold. Bending that right knee, plant the right hand underneath the face in the center of the mat, and then inhale. Reach that left arm up towards the sky. Pull that left hip back. Slight twist here through the ribs. And if there's any strain in the neck, you can always look down at the hand, or you can look up at the hand. Exhale, planting the left hand now, bending through the left leg. Inhale, twisting towards that right straightened leg. Giving your spine a little love. Exhale, plant the hands now and slowly come back up to a Tadasana, standing pose, mountain pose. Now, feet will be planted, finding our ground here, maybe lifting up all 10 toes and rerouting them down. Grounding down through the feet. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins, tucking the tailbone. Shoulders come down the back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back into a plank pose. Always finding our strength here, giving ourselves a moment to check in with our body. So pressing the hands into the mat, really pressing those meaty knuckles on the base of the palms. And then sending the eye of the elbows towards the thumbs, sending the heels back. Tucking the tailbone just slightly and bringing the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing here. And then exhale, lower the knees, maybe sending the shoulders past the wrists, bending the elbows at 90 degrees, and then lowering all the way down to the ground. Once we're here, our hands are planted beside the breastbones. Top of the feet press into the mat, low cobra. Rising here, using our back muscles to open our chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale up to a tabletop position. Exhale, downward dog. Turning up the heat here just a little bit. Inhale, right leg comes up, three-legged dog. If this is at all too much for you in the lower back, you can bend through this supported knee and lengthen out through the right leg, and then maybe extending eventually to a straight leg. One more breath here in this three-legged dog. On your exhale, bring the knee to nose, and then plant the right foot in between the two hands. And if you ever need to, you can always walk the leg up. Find your base here in your low lunge. Bring your right hip back. Drop the left knee. Plant the left hand and open up into a twist. Breathing here. As always, feel free to have a block underneath this left hand. Anything you need to do for props or support, please do that. One more breath here. And then exhale, plant that right hand, and then walk the hands back, straightening out that right leg. Half splits, Ardha Hamanasana. Bringing that right hip back. And almost like you're dragging this right heel back, feel the hamstrings turn on. One more breath. Exhale, come forward, planting your hands beside or on either side of this right foot. And then bring the left foot to meet. Inhale, arms come up to the ears, chair pose. Exhale, hands come to your sides, straighten your legs. Great job. Inhale, arms come up and out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the legs back, coming into this plank pose once again. Finding our strength here. Maybe lowering the knees here if you'd like. On an inhale, shifting our shoulders forward past our wrists. Exhale, bend 90 degrees at the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, flip the tops of the feet, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And now other side. We will inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Dropping that left hip. Finding our strength here. Great work in the core. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. And then drop that left foot in between the two hands. Finding our low lunge, maybe heel toeing that left foot out a little bit to give yourself some room. Bring that left hip back. And then drop that back knee. Plant the right hand. Inhale. Twisting towards this bent left leg. Really pulling that left hip back. One more breath. Exhale, planting the left hand, framing the left foot, and then walking the hands back to straighten that left leg until you can flex the left foot and then isometrically drag that left foot back to feel that left hamstring turn on. One more breath. On an exhale, walk the fingertips forward, coming to this low lunge. Raise your back right knee, and then bring the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, send that booty back, and bring the arms up towards the ears, chair pose. Exhale, straightening the legs, pressing the hands down. Tadasana. Wonderful. Now one more beautiful flow, and this should get us nice and open. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, sit down into a chair pose. Inhale, opening up the chest here. Exhale, sending that booty back. Drop your hands behind, or bring your hands behind the pelvis. Interlace the fingertips. Really pinch that pencil in between the shoulder blades. Open up the chest here, sending the fingertips towards the back of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. For me, it feels better here to widen the feet a little bit. And I will try and bring the heel of the hands together as you let a slight bend in the knees and the torso drape over the thighs. Couple more breaths here, really pinching that pencil in between the shoulder blades to open up the chest. This feels so good. And then exhale, really drop the hands to the back of the pelvis and then uninterlace the fingers and then slowly Come on up, rolling the vertebra up, one vertebra at a time. Great job. Now doing that again with a little bit less chest opening. Inhale, arms come up beside the ears, sending the booty back. Exhale, planting the hands. Step the right foot back. Come into a low lunge. Now, low lunge here, you either drop the back knee or keep it raised, whatever works for you. Plant that right hand and come into this twist again. Really bringing that left hip back, feeling our strength here. And whether your knee is grounded or lifted, we're now going to lift the torso up, twisting towards this left thigh. Feeling our abdominals, feeling our hip flexors. This is so good to open and just reinvigorate. One more breath here, sending your torso back maybe just an inch. And then drop the left hand on the back thigh. Inhale, raise that right arm towards the sky. A lot of balance here, really knitting the inner thighs together, squeezing in the core. And then on an exhale, bring your arms back out to a T and come down back to a twist. Great job. And then place the left hand back down to frame the left foot. Inhale the right leg to come back in. Exhale for a beat. Inhale for chair pose. Exhale, straighten the legs. Shake it out. Great job, other side. Inhale, chair pose, sending that booty back, just noticing that we can see our toes past our knees, and then taking that lower curve out of the spine by tucking our tailbone. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, bringing the shoulders down our back, opening up the chest. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left leg back now. We're going to find our low lunge, knee down or knee up, and bring that right hip back. Really feel that outer hip turn on. Plant that left hand, open up towards that right bent knee. Twisting here through the ribs. So good. Feeling those inner thighs knitting together, really igniting the left quad. Inhale, bring yourself up towards your right bent knee. High lunge twist. Maybe your back knee is still planted. That is totally fine. Breathing here. Really pressing through that left heel. Maybe sending the torso back an inch. Inhale. Exhale, sit. Inhale. Exhale, drop that right hand to the back leg. And then inhale, reach those left fingertips up towards the ceiling or the sky. Inhale here, into the left ribs. And then on an exhale, open up towards a T and then come down to that twist. Planting the left hand inside of the right foot. And then bringing the right hand back to meet in this low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, send the right foot back. Take your vinyasa. So send your shoulders past the wrist, 90-degree bend in the elbows. Inhale, upward dog, or whatever back bend serves you, which would feel really nice right now. And then exhale, downward dog. Slowly walk the feet in towards the hands. And then inhale, chair pose. Send those hips back, bend the knees. Gaze down at the toes. And feel strong here. Raise the heels if you can. And we're going to come down towards the ground. lowering the heels, and then slowly lowering the booty. Great job. Last amount of work here for our quick little flow. Inhale, shoulders come up towards the ears. Exhale, down your back. Inhale, legs come up for boat pose. You can either stay here, tucking the tailbone, or here with your feet planted on the mat. Or inhale, raise the legs parallel with the mat. Maybe arms can come out. Maybe if you're super ninja, you can straighten both legs. Staying with the breath. Always when the heat turns up. One more breath here. Opening up the chest towards the ceiling. Exhale. Great job. Coming out here, bringing the left sole of the foot into the thigh, scooping out the flesh from the sit bones. Inhale, lengthening up through the tailbone. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly coming up. Extend that left leg out. Bring the right sole of the foot in. Scoop the flesh of the left sit bone out. Inhale, arms come up beside the ears. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly walk the hands in, feet planted on the mat. Bring the pelvis towards the center of the mat, and then go ahead and lay down on your back. Arms come out to a T or a cactus, and then go ahead and plant the feet into the mat, lifting the hips up and to the left, dropping them down, bringing the knees into the chest. Inhale, exhale, twisting towards the right. Maybe the head turns towards the left shoulder, gazing over the left shoulder. I always love to close my eyes and turn inward here, giving myself a chance to really reflect on how my body feels without any distractions. Couple more breaths here. And slowly bring your head back to center, and then legs come back towards center of the mat, planting the feet back in, bringing the hips into neutral, maybe giving yourself a little squeeze, then planting the feet down again, lifting the hips up and to the right. Knees come into the chest, inhale. Exhale, sending the knees stacking on top of one another to the left. Then gaze comes over the right shoulder. Again, maybe eyes are closed here. Just tuning into the different sides of the body. A little more breath here. Slowly bring your knees back to center, planting the feet onto the mat, and then bringing the hips back to center and the spine into neutral. Give yourself one more squeeze, maybe rolling out the lower back, taking whatever pose you'd like for this last 30 seconds. And then we'll come into our Shavasana, extending the legs out and the arms long. Really creating that space and allowing yourself to come into what is one of the most important postures in this entire sequence. Corpse pose. Letting the breath fall away. Any worries, any anxieties or to-do lists. Letting those fall away for the next couple of minutes. And slowly coming back to your breath, moving the fingers around, maybe the toes. Maybe giving yourself the same morning stretch that you took this morning, stretching the arms long beside the ears. Whatever you need. We'll come into the fetal position on our left side when you're ready. Maybe resting the head on an arm or a hand. Just giving yourself this moment, just tune in with the breath. Maybe set an intention. And slowly pressing your way up to a comfortable seat. Scooping out the bottom flesh, really root into the sit bones. Hands come to heart center. Inhaling in through the nose. Exhaling out of the mouth. Bowing your heads into your hands. Thank you so much, yogis, for taking this time to open yourself up, wanting to reconnect with your breath. I hope that this has served you, and I hope that many times after this you can come and return to this video whenever you need, again, a little bit more energy or just opening. Maybe just another reconnection with the breath. Thank you so much. Namaste.